Floor 0.
In September of 2023, we visited Scotland. It was a 10-day music tour. We visited Edinburgh, Dunkeld and Inverness. We had musicians play for us almost every night, and we even got to play in a few pubs ourselves. Allie and all the musicians at the Captain's Bar made us feel very welcome.
Well, my dad went to college and he worked for the state, and he never quit nothing, wanted me to graduate. The first cut is the deepest, baby, I know. First cut is the deepest.
I sharply berated him, told him I hated him, I wasn't very kind. I shouted and cussed until I won his trust, and that's how I changed his mind.
Hey, lucky for me, I am comfortable in the company of strangers. That's always been the case. I remember being just a kid and looking people straight in the eyes to realize we are all just about the same behind each face.
Fare thee well, my own true. Fare thee well, my dear. The ship is awaiting and the wind blows high.
They ken no the fear of God as they sleep out on sin, nor the terror of man. And there's none but the angels to glunch at their true love's charms. Yet they lang for the reek of the cruchy slat, for the skin and the grup o' a hawn. But we in the world are allowed with a glomer, a blood-red flame that loups to the blood in your tongue's tip as it tingles on mine, and the how and the back. We love wi' our finger nebs, and the wame brent white wi' a flush of neath like cramacy wine, who it curves to meet my hain. Oh, my sonsy frau, what do the flesh be bruckle, and fiends be slee? The joys of the solid earth will pray, or the dwine will laugh at death, and man and the fiend, all free afore we die.
Later that day, we were treated to a guided tour of the Musical Instrument Museum in Edinburgh.
So that means this instrument's limited in the notes that it can play. And as much as it pains me to say this, as a trumpet player, the trombone has always been perfect since its invention, because it has the slot.
Next, it was time to play some music at the world-famous Sandy Bell's Folk Bar in Edinburgh. next day we took off for Dunkeld, but stopped on the way at Rosalind Chapel and Rosalind Castle, and those are the pictures you're seeing here. It was a beautiful hike through the forest to go find the castle.
The night was clear, sunshine, moon came on, she wanted to smile.
The next day we explored the Birks of Aberfeldy near Dunkeld. It was a beautiful 2-mile hike, mainly uphill, but I think the waterfalls were worth it. You be the judge.
Say hi.
Hello. Beautiful Scotland.
That night we had live music from Finn Moore and Sarah Hoy. Finn and his dad Hamish are local pipe makers, and you'll see his dad jumped in at the end there. The next day we took a walk around Dunkeld, visiting the Dunkeld Cathedral, and there's a walking trail behind the cathedral with these beautiful trees. And then we got some rest and got ready for the music that night, which would be some local musicians who get together once a week just to play, and they were very encouraging to us and asked us to play along with them, which we enjoyed very much. Next was Inverness in the Culloden battlefield. We had dinner at McGregor's pub that night, and Bruce McGregor himself played for us at the hotel that evening. We had plenty of time the next day to roam around Inverness, check out the bookshop, check out some of the pubs, and just take in all the architecture. It really is a beautiful city. The next day it was on to Loch Ness and the search for Nessie.
Truth. I mean, why spoil a good story with the truth, sort of thing. That's our philosophy. But anyway, the most important fact that I'm going to pass on to you about Loch Ness is if it was drained and it was turned into whiskey, everybody in Britain would get 23 bottles each. So I'm all for that.
It's pretty massive.
Take that.
Take that. just bought a house, and he thought, will I regret it if I didn't chase my dreams? So he broke off the engagement and he sold the house, and he's lived for 40 years on the shores of Loch Ness in his van, looking out for the monster. I asked him if he had if he found out tomorrow that the monster doesn't exist, whether he'd regret it, and he said no, he wouldn't, because it's the experience of looking for it's been so rewarding. He says that when he first moved up 40 years ago, in the first 3 months he caught sight an Essie, and he said, well, I've seen her in the first 3 months, it won't be long before I see her again. He's never seen her since.
Oh. All right, here we are. It's Loch Ness. We're gonna look for Nessie. Let's see if we can find her. Anybody see anything yet? Where's? Oh my God! I think I see her. There she is. I see her. Ah, she's a.
The music that night was two of the best speakers of the Gaelic world, Brian O'Hedra and Fiona Nichonik. This was my favorite music of the trip. It was just amazing to witness it in person. The next day we visited Clavacairns, 4,000-year-old burial tombs, what remains of them, located about 5 or 6 miles east of Inverness. Then it was on to the Cawdor Castle for lunch, the only house I know that's been in the same family for 700 years and is linked to Shakespeare and Macbeth. Chuck played for us that evening. We've been friends with Chuck Brodsky for 10 or 15 years, but it was great to spend these 10 days with him and get to know him a little bit better. This is his song about Jackie Robinson and George Shuba. It's called The Handshake. Hope you enjoy.
So he stuck out his hand was only a handshake, bond between men, teammate to teammate. That's all it was then. He stood there to greet him. He could have waited on deck. It was only a handshake, but it showed him respect. It was only a handshake. It was only a handshake. It was only a handshake. It was only a handshake.
Well, we stopped for lunch on the way back to Edinburgh the next day to get ready to go home. And there was nothing else to do but try to find some Highland coo. Maybe they're called hairy coo, or maybe you've known them as Highland cows. And we did on the way home, and just thought you'd like to see this footage I took of these guys. They're the most beautiful animals. Turns out their hair that hangs down in their eyes actually has a purpose. It keeps the flies out of their eyes. I think I learned that somewhere along the line. Anyway, they were great fun. The trip was amazing. We'd love to go back sometime and explore the rest of Scotland. Hope you enjoyed the video. Thanks for watching. We'll see you next time from White Pine Woods. So long.